Hello, and welcome back to my settlement archive. Today we're taking a look at Kingsport Lighthouse, which, if I recall, admittedly I have not actually checked the settlement before recording this time, but I think this is one of my cooler builds. So, heading on in, we can see here the general store, which we've got set out of the main building, nice and front and centre, as well as a nice little defence outpost here. As I've recorded these, the amount that I've said nice little, alarming. Anyway. Here is the artillery to help defend us with the help of the Minutemen. And following the road around the side, because we've obviously blocked off the front door, start with the main building. In here we have a dead body and a kitchen. And upstairs we have some bedrooms, say in quotations, and some nice, not bad by any means, fixed up roofs. It makes the place livable, even if that is maybe a little bit higher than it should be. Fixing up the dilapidated buildings in this game. Oh, see, we have little walls here to make this little balcony area. Fixing up the already established buildings is my favourite thing to do with settlements. Sometimes the results may vary. But in terms of new structures, we have this building over here, which I distinctly recall is primarily a bunkhouse. Yep, who's surprised? And up top, though, we have some nice garden area. I think this bit looks actually quite lovely. The bunkhouse, no, but, you know, that's hardly surprising. Now, I'm fairly confident I didn't really put anything up the lighthouse, but we'll double check at the very end of the video. And this is the bit that I'm proud of. So, heading down, we actually have a few varied sort of realistic-ish looking structures. So we have a lovely beachside bar here. Goes out over the water. We have our water purifier there. Now I think I've got something in this boat. And that thing is of course a bed, but it gives somebody character. I hope, if I'm clever, I've made it so that gentleman wearing the Coast Guard hat is the one who lives in the boat, because that just makes sense. Over here we have a structure made out of boxcars, which is again primarily for beds, but at least this one has some passing efforts at decoration. And this is admittedly the jankiest placement I've ever seen, but oh god, I remember building this. This was a nightmare to build, but it works. We have two beds in here, and then the structure loops around up to here, where we have another two beds. They should not be orientated like that, but they are. And I just think that, like, again, I think with my, I say again, I'm referring to, like, a statement I made in a previous video, I apologise. I think my strength with settlement building in this playthrough has been a lot of the, like, actual little structures that I've built. Maybe less so the quality of the decor, which is, outside of, like, home plate, Croup Manor, overall has been lacking. And in here, shocker, it's more beds. I can't even count this as my decor because this is all stuff that just I didn't scrap when I got the settlement. God, they're horrible. Anyway, heading back up. And we have power over there, which not a great place to put it, but it's at least nicely clipped into the ground, so it seems like it's sort of been buried by the beach. Turrets all around, and yeah. The highlight for me for this settlement is definitely the structures. Because with certain buildings, it's just so difficult to get the layout you really want. And doing the rounds up here, I'm fairly confident there won't be anything here. But yeah, that was Kingsport Lighthouse. Oh, never mind, I tell a lie. God, I would not want your job, mate. But he does at least seem equipped with... Does that rifle have a scope?
Of course.
Mate, you better have bloody eagle vision, Jesus. Okay, well there was something up here. And of course there's also a dead body still, because of course there is. Well, this has been the Kingsport Lighthouse. Thank you very much for watching, and end transmission.